His face became impossibly red while staring at the picture. Meanwhile, at the dorm, Jimin suddenly laughed forward dramatically. I saw a flash of camera. Shankar quickly looked at his phone. You're insane. You seen himself already? The other members screamed immediately. On day 1, Jungkook, move slower. He is moving at Mary's speed. Jungkook groaned loudly. You are all so annoying. But unfortunately, he was smiling again. Meanwhile, Thong finally gathered courage to reply. Thong, you look nice. Shankar still said those 3 words longer than necessary because somehow compliments from Thong felt different, more real, more important. And slowly he typed, Shankar, you look beautiful tonight too. Silence, complete silence. From Thong's side, 1 minute, 2 minutes, Shankar frowned slightly. Did I scare him? Then he finally messaged appeared. Thong, nobody says things like that to me. Shankar's expression softened instantly. The teasing around him faded into background noises for a second. He looked down at the screen carefully before replying honestly. Shankar, then people around you must be blind. The members collectively collapsed dramatically around him. Oh, he is flirting, flirting. Someone save Thong. No, save Jungkook actually. He is the one suffering. The dorm room somehow became even louder. After that message, Jimin had completely fallen sideways into Jungkook's bed in disbelief. He called him beautiful. Shin pointed dramatically. Not pretty, beautiful. Namjoon looked tired already. This relationship started 4 hours ago. We are witnessing history. Hobie whispered emotionally. Meanwhile, Jungkook ignored every single one of them while staring at Thong that chat. Because honestly, he wanted to see him again. Right now, the memory of Thong's shy face under the street light suddenly hit him hard. The pink cheeks, the nervous eyes, the oversized jacket wrapped around him. Cute, dangerously cute. Without realizing it, Jungkook smiled again and typed slowly. Jungkook, can I ask you something? Thong instantly looking at the message nervously from his bed. Thong, what is it? Jungkook hesitated weirdly. Why was he asking for a selfie scarier than performing in stadium? Meanwhile, Jimin noticed Jungkook staring immediately at the keyboard again. What now? He is typing carefully. Oh, this is serious. Serious. Shankar glared at them before finally sending the message. Shankar, can I get a selfie? Silence. Then suddenly the entire dome exploded. He asked it first. Shankar, you are gone. Shankar shoved Jimin away immediately. Shut up. Meanwhile, across the city, Thong has widened so much that he almost dropped his phone. A selfie? Shankar wanted his selfie. Thong immediately looked at himself in panic. His hair was messy, his cheeks were still pink, and he was literally wearing Shankar's jacket while lying in bed. No, no, no. He sat up quickly before opening the front camera nervously, then closed it immediately. Too ugly. Open it again. Still ugly. Thong groaned dramatically into the pillow. Meanwhile, Jungkook waited nervously for the reply. Then finally, Thong, I'm not looking nice right now. Jungkook frowned instantly. Jungkook, liar. Thong blinked softly before he could answer another message came. Jungkook, you looked beautiful after standing in a crowd concert for hours. I doubt you suddenly become ugly at home. Thong genuinely covered his face with one hand. Nobody was supposed to say things like this so naturally. His heart felt warm in the most dangerous way. Slowly, nervously, Thong opened the camera again. This time he carefully fixed his hair a little, then froze because he was still wearing Jungkook's jacket. Surely he would move it, but somehow he didn't want to. So instead, he quickly pulled the sleeves over his hand and looked the picture shyly. Soft hair, pink cheeks, half-hidden smile, and Jungkook's oversized jacket swallowed him completely. The second Thong sent it, he threw the phone into the bed dramatically and covered his face. Meanwhile, Jungkook opened the picture and stopped breathing completely. The members immediately noticed his silence. Namjoon slowly looked up from his phone. That bad? Jungkook whispered softly without looking away from the screen. He is so pretty. The members screamed immediately. Jimin tried climbing over Jungkook to see his phone. Show me. No. You are hiding him already? Yes. The room exploded again while Jungkook quickly saved the selfie to his favorite folder without hesitation. Then he zoomed in slightly his jacket. Thong was still wearing it. Jungkook's heart genuinely melted. Slowly, he tapped back. Jungkook, Rose, You wearing my jacket might become my favorite thing ever. Tong stares at the message with wide eyes. Jungkook, Rose. You wearing my jacket become my favorite thing ever. Brain completely stopped working. How was Jungkook saying things like this so casually? Tong put his face into the sleeves of his jacket while kicking his feet slightly against the mattress in embarrassment. Then his phone buzzed again. Jungkook, can I save it? Tong blinked. Tong, the selfie? Jungkook, yeah. Tong heart melted a little. Tong, okay. Jungkook smiled instantly, reading that. Meanwhile, beside him, Jimin was still trying to peek at the screen shamelessly. You are smiling too softly. I don't trust it. Jungkook leaned away immediately. Mind your business. Your business, our business. Because the second you took his ear behind his ear in 4K, the members burst out laughing again. Meanwhile, Jungkook ignored them and typed carefully. Jungkook, wait. Tong blinked curiously. Then another message appeared. Jungkook, smile properly once for me. Tong froze. His eyes kept embarrassingly hard. Tong, what? Jungkook, in the picture you look shy. I want one where you are smiling. Tong genuinely pressed a pillow over his face. No. He was not surviving this man. Still, a tiny smile slowly appeared on his lips anyway. Meanwhile, at the dorm, Jimin suddenly gasped loudly. He is requesting personalized selfie now? Namjoon looked exhausted. At this point, just ask him out. I am trying to talk normally. Jungkook complained. You called him Rose. That is normal now. The members screamed in betrayal. Meanwhile, Tong nervously opened the front camera again. This time he tried smiling slightly, too awkward. Again, too forced. Then suddenly he remembered Jungkook laughing on the stage earlier. Without realizing it, Tong smiled genuinely this time, soft, pretty enough to completely run Jungkook's remaining sanity. Click. Tong immediately sent it before losing courage. Then hid under the blanket dramatically. Meanwhile, Jungkook opened the new picture and literally froze. Because this time Tong was smiling properly, eyes covered softly, hair falling messily over his forehead, still wrapped inside Jungkook's jacket, looking comfortable, soft, cute beyond reason. Jungkook unconsciously placed the hand over his chest. Wow, he whispered softly. The members immediately become alert. What happened now? Jungkook looked genuinely cold. Jimin narrowed his eyes suspiciously. You got another selfie, didn't you? No answer. Jungkook? Still no answer. Finally, Yoongi sighed while standing up. Leave him alone. He is mentally living in wedding photos already. The room exploded again, while Jungkook laughed quickly this time, instead of denying it. Then he looked back at Tong's smiling picture one more time before typing softly, Jungkook, there you are. Tong blinked, reading the message. Tong, what does that mean? Jungkook stares at the picture again before answering honestly. Jungkook, the smile. I wanted to see it again. And somehow across the city. Tong smiled exactly like that all over again. Tong slowly hugged the jacket closer around himself before typing again. Tong, then I will smile more next time. The second Jungkook read that he smiled so softly, the members instantly groaned from across the room. There it is again, that terrifying smile. He is never recovering. Jungkook ignoring all of them completely because right now only Tong mattered. Jungkook, promise? Tong cheeks warmed again. Tong, promise. For a moment, neither of them said anything else, like neither wanted the conversation to end first. Then Jungkook noticed at the time it was already very late, and Tong sounded sleepy from the slower replies. So finally he typed, Jungkook, Rose, you should sleep now. Tong smiles helplessly at the nickname again. Tong, only if you sleep too. Jungkook laughed quietly under his breath. Jungkook, bossy already? Tong, maybe a little. Jungkook smiles, somehow added it again. Then softly, carefully, he typed one last message. Jungkook, good night, Rose. Dream about me a little. Tong's entire face turned red instantly before he could recover. Another message appeared. Jungkook, I will definitely dream about you. Tong completely gave up trying to act calm. He put himself fully under the blanket while smiling so hard his cheeks hurt. Then finally, after gathering courage a bit he had left, he replied, Tong, good night, Jungkook. Sleep well. Jungkook stares at the message for a few extra seconds, then quickly locked his phone and leaned back against the bed with the softest smile imaginable. Meanwhile, across the city, Tong fell asleep still wearing Jungkook's jacket and holding his phone close to his chest. It happened 3 weeks after they started texting daily. By then, Taeyong had already become completely used to random messages from Jungkook appearing throughout the day. Gym selfie, food picture, voice notes. Random. What are you doing? Text at 2 a.m. Taeyong recently loved all of that, especially the selfie. Unfortunately, for his sanity, Jungkook looked unfairly good in every single one. The evening, Taeyong was peacefully sitting on the bed reading comments under Jungkook's recent performance when suddenly his phone buzzed a new picture from Jungkook. Without thinking, that night, Jungkook was already missing Taeyong badly. Practice had ended late, his muscles hurt, his hair was damp from another quick shower, and somehow the only thing on his mind was Taeyong. So, while lazily laying across the bed, he finally typed, Jungkook, I need to see you right now. Send me a picture. Across the city, Taeyong staring at the message with wide eyes, his heartbeat instantly sped up because the timing was terrible. He had literally been trying on new clothes he recently brought yesterday. Cute, soft clothes. The kind he would never normally show anyone. Taeyong looked down at himself nervously. Tiny pink crop top, soft, frilly shorts with little ribbons, cream-colored thigh-high socks. His cheeks turned pink immediately. No way. But then he looked back at Jungkook's message again, and somehow he wanted Jungkook to see him. So after almost 5 minutes of nervous suffering, Taeyong finally took a quick picture while sitting on the bed. Then, before he could lose courage, he sent it. The second Jungkook phone buzzed, he opened the picture immediately and completely froze. His entire body went still because Taeyong looked devastatingly adorable, hot at the same time. Soft thighs disappearing under fluffy fabric, messy hair falling, pretty eyes, pink ribbon, tiny waist, and that oversized soft aesthetic somehow made him look even more unreal, cute, too cute. But at the same time, Jungkook's breath got heavier, realizing how unfairly attractive Taeyong looked too. It genuinely gave him a hard time mentally, because how was someone supposed to survive both cute and hot together? Jungkook dragged a hand slowly down his face while staring at the picture again. Then zoomed in accidentally, then immediately looked in the phone. Then unlocked it again. 2 seconds later, this boy is dangerous. Meanwhile, Thong nervously typed another message. Thong, I bought it yesterday. I was trying it on when you texted. Thong, Jungkook stares at the message helplessly that somehow made it even worse. The picture of Thong quickly typing the cute clothes alone in the room while texting him almost destroyed his remaining self-control. He typed, deleted again, because nothing in his brain sounded normal anymore. Finally, Jungkook rose. That was it. Just rose. Because his brain genuinely stopped functioning, Thong instantly became nervous. Thong, it is bad? Jungkook said upstairs, immediately in disbelief. Jungkook, bad? Jungkook, you look unfair. Thong blinked shyly at the screen. Meanwhile, Jungkook kept staring at the picture with slightly parted lips. Cute enough to make him smile, pretty enough to make his heart race, and hot enough to make him struggle badly. Then another message appeared. Jungkook, I can't decide if I want to call you adorable or hide you from everyone. Thong's entire face burned red instantly. He hugged the pillow tightly while trying to calm his heartbeat. Meanwhile, in the dorm, Jimin suddenly walked into Jungkook's room and froze immediately because Jungkook looked deeply troubled while staring at his phone. Why do you look like you are fighting demons? Jungkook instantly looked at his phone. Nothing? Jimin narrowed his eyes suspiciously. That is not nothing, face. Jungkook groaned dramatically before falling backward onto the bed. He sent me a picture. Oh, Jimin smirked immediately. That bad? Jungkook covered his face with one arm. No, buzz. That's the problem. Jungkook was still lying dramatically across the bed while staring at Thong's picture for what had to be the 100th time. Meanwhile, Jimin continued watching him suspiciously. He looked deeply unwell. Jungkook ignored him completely because honestly, he suddenly wanted to see Thong in person so badly it physically hurt. Not through picture, not through a screen, actually see him. Hair, soft hair, his shy expression, those tiny pink ribbons. Jungkook immediately shut his eyes. Dangerous thoughts. Very dangerous thoughts. Then before he could think properly, he grabbed his phone and tapped. Jungkook, can I come over? Across the city, Thong instantly stopped breathing. What? He reread the message 3 times to make sure he wasn't hallucinating. Thong, right now? Jungkook, yeah? Thong sat frozen on the bed. His heart was beating violently now. Jungkook, coming here to his house while he was dressed like this? Meanwhile, Jungkook stares nervously at the screen, waiting for an answer. For the first time in that week, he actually looked uncertain because maybe he was asking for too much. He finally, Thong replied, Thong, it's late. Jungkook immediately tapped back. Jungkook, I know, buzz. Then another message appeared. Jungkook, I still want to see you. Thong's cheeks burned instantly. His fingers tightened around the phone while he stares helplessly at the message. How was he supposed to say no to that? Meanwhile, Jungkook was panicking, pacing inside his room now. Jimin watched him disbelief. You are pacing over the boy. Please leave. You are gone. Gone. Jungkook ignored him again when his phone buzzed suddenly. Thong, okay. Jungkook stopped moving immediately. His eyes widened slightly. Then a huge smile appeared on his face. Jimin looked horrified. Oh my god. He agreed? Because Thong could mentally prepare himself further. Another message appeared instantly. Jungkook and Rose. Thong, Jungkook looked at the picture one more time before typing slowly. Jungkook, don't change your clothes. Thong's entire brain shut down completely. She stares at the screen with wide eyes, face turned bright red instantly. Thong, Jungkook. Meanwhile, Jungkook laughed softly for the first time in hours, then shamelessly typed again. Jungkook, what? You look undeniable. Thong immediately buried his face into the pillow, again in embarrassment. His heart was genuinely going insane now. Meanwhile, Jungkook grabbed his car keys, already smiling to himself, because one terrifying truth had become very clear lately. He was completely addicted to Thong now. The entire drive to Thong's house was felt unreal to Shankuk. His fingers tapped nervously against his knees while the city lights passed outside tinted window. For the first time in a long while, John Shankuk was nervous, actually nervous. Because what exactly was he doing? Going to a boy's house late at night because he missed him too much. After seeing one picture, ridiculous, and eight, he still went. The second the car finally stopped outside Thong house, Shankuk quickly fixed his hoodie and mask before stepping out. The cold night air hit his face softly. Then, before he could overthink again, he rang the doorbell. A few minutes later, the door opened, and the maid standing there instantly froze. Completely froze. Her eyes widened so much, Shankuk almost laughed because they clearly recognized him instantly. Good evening, she stammered nervously. Shankuk bowed politely. Hi, Dong asked me to come. The poor woman looked second away from fainting because young Shankuk was standing inside the house, casually speaking to her like this was normal. Yes, of course, please come inside. She moved aside quickly while trying very hard not to stare too much. Unfortunately, she fainted completely. Shankuk noticed her sneaking shocked glances every 2 seconds while guiding her upstairs. You are really handsome in real life, she accidentally whispered under her breath, then immediately covered her mouth in horror. Jungkook laughed softly. Thank you. The maid looked ready to cry from embarrassment now. Finally, she stopped in front of the bedroom door. Thong is inside. Jungkook nodded gently. Thank you. The maid practically fled downstairs afterward. Meanwhile, inside the room, Thong was genuinely having a breakdown. He kept pacing around nervously while fixing his hair every 10 seconds. Why did he agree to this? And worse, why did he stay in those clothes? His cheeks burned, remembering Shankuk's message again. Don't change your clothes. Then suddenly, knock knock. Thong froze instantly. His heartbeat became wild. Slowly, nervously, he walked toward the door before opening it carefully, and the second Jungkook saw him properly in person, he completely forgot how to function, because somehow the picture did not do justice at all. Thong looked even softer, standing there under the warm bedroom light. The pink crop top exposed a small strip of soft skin above the pretty shorts. The ribbons moved slightly every time he shifted nervously. He saw fluffy socks, messy hair, pink streaks, big shy eyes looking up at him nervously. Cute, dangerously cute, but also undeniably pretty, hot. Shankuk genuinely stood there silently for several seconds, just staring. Meanwhile, Dong instantly became shy under his intense gaze. Hi? Still nothing. Shankuk just kept staring at him like he forgot there he was. Shankuk, Dong nervously tucked his head behind his ear. Shankuk then finally snapped him out of it. Shankuk blinked once before extending softly. Then quietly, almost helplessly, he said, Rose. His eyes slowly traveled over Dong again before he shook his head slightly, like he was struggling. You are even worse in person. Shankuk kept walking slowly toward Dong, and Dong kept stepping backward nervously. One step, then another. His heartbeat had completely lost control now, because the way Shankuk was looking at him felt dangerous tonight. Teasing, not playful, hungry. Shankuk, Dong whispered softly, but Shankuk only smiled faintly while continuing forward. In his hand was a small bouquet of pale pink rose. Dong somehow hadn't even noticed it before. They reminded me of you. Shankuk said. Dong's heart melted instantly before he could answer. His back suddenly hit the wall behind him. He froze, and Shankuk finally stopped directly in front of him. Too close, way too close. Dong could smell the perfume again, mixing with faint shampoo and cold air. His breath got shaky immediately. Shankar slowly lifted one arm, placing the bouquet beside Dong's head against the wall, while the other hand rested near his waist, completely trapping him between himself and the wall. Dong's eyes widened. You are very close. Shankuk laughed softly at that. I love this closeness. Dong looked away shyly, and that tiny reaction somehow made Shankuk lose even more control. His gaze slowly softened while looking at Tai's flushed cheeks. You have no idea what you do to Tong's breath issued instantly. The nickname sounded even more dangerous this close. Shankuk gently reached up and brushed Tong's messy hair away from his forehead. So cute. He murmured quietly. Tong looked up at him nervously. Why are you looking at me like that? Shankuk smiled softly. Because I wanted to see you. If you are real, Tong's heart genuinely hurt hearing that. Then slowly, very slowly, Shankuk leaned closer, close enough that their noses almost brushed. Tong's fingers tightened nervously against his own shirt. Shankuk, he whispered again, this time softly, almost breathlessly. Shankuk's eyes flickered briefly toward Tong's lips before meeting his eyes again. Tell me to stop, he whispered. Tong stared at him for a second, then slowly shook his head. That was all Shankuk needed. He gently placed the bouquet into Tong's hand, only to immediately give his face afterward and kiss him softly. Tong gasped quietly against his lips in surprise. The bouquet slipped from his finger instantly, falling forgotten onto the floor. Neither of them cared, because the second the kiss deepened slightly, everything else disappeared. The nervousness, the teasing, the world outside gone. Tong instinctively grabbed Shankuk's suri tightly while kissing him back shyly, and Shankuk melted completely at the response. He kissed Tong slowly, carefully, like he wanted to memorize all of it. Tong's knees almost gave up from how soft it felt. When Shankuk finally pulled it back slightly, both of them were breathing nervously, forehead resting together, close enough to feel each other's breath. Then Shankuk smiled softly while brushing his thumb over Tong's pink cheek. Definitely real. Thousands of light again, music, screaming fans, purple ocean moving beautifully in the dark. But tonight felt different for Jungkook because this time Tong wasn't just a fan hidden somewhere in the crowd anymore. He was right there, front row, exactly where Jungkook could see him clearly. And honestly, that became Jungkook's biggest distraction the entire concert. Every few minutes, his eyes drifted back toward Tong automatically. The soft smile, the sparkling eyes while watching him perform. The way Tong sang every lyric quietly under his breath. Jungkook kept catching himself smiling during choreography because of him. The members noticed it immediately again. Jimin whispered while dancing beside him. Bro, focus. Jungkook laughed breathlessly. I am focused. No, you are in love. The crowd screamed louder, hearing that through the mic accidentally. Meanwhile, Tong's face turned pink instantly from the front row. The performance continued beautifully, one song after another, but Jungkook's gaze kept returning to Tong like gravity itself pulled him there. Finally, near the middle of the concert, the music suddenly stopped. The stadium grew confused immediately. The members turned toward Jungkook in surprise, too, because this was definitely not the part of the rehearsal. Shankar stood there breathing lightly for the performance before slowly lifting his army. The crowd screamed instantly, but Shankar's eyes were only searching for the one person, Dong, blinking nervously when Shankar suddenly pointed directly at him. Rose, Shankar said softly into the mic. The entire stadium exploded. Dong's eyes widened immediately. What? The giant skin instantly showed his shocked face while fans screamed louder than before. Jungkook smiles helplessly at how cute Tae looked, panicking already. Then gently he extended his hand toward him again, exactly like the first night they met. Come here. Tong looked completely froze while the staff quickly opened the barricade for him. His hand trembled as he slowly walked toward the stage, and just like that, Jungkook bent down near the stage and held his hand carefully while helping him up. The crowd was losing their mind now, some already crying, some screaming, some chanting for them. Meanwhile, Tong stood on the stage nervously while the huge screen showed only them again. Jungkook looked at him so softly it almost hurt. Then he turned toward the crowd. I think everyone already knows him. The stadium screamed immediately. Jungkook laughed shyly this time before looking back at Tong again. But maybe nobody knows how important he is to me. Tong breathed cog instantly. The members behind them had already started smiling knowingly. Namjoon looked like he had been expecting this. Meanwhile, Cook slowly reached into his pocket. Thong eyes widened as seeing the small velvet box. No way. The crowd realized it at the same time. The shouts erupted instantly. Jungkook looked nervous for the first time that night. Actually nervous. Then slowly he got down on his knee. The entire stadium screamed. Thong immediately covered his mouth with shaking hands while tears filled his eyes. Jungkook looked up at him softly. You walked into my concert and completely changed my life. Thong was already crying now. Jungkook smiled gently. You become my favorite song, my favorite person, my favorite home. The crowd collectively lost their mind. Then softly, firmly, Jungkook asked, Kim Thong, he opened the ring box carefully. Will you marry me? Thong nodded instantly before Jungkook even finished properly. Yes. The answer came out broken from crying. Yes, yes, I will. The stadium exploded so loudly it almost shook the venue itself. Jungkook laughed breathlessly in relief before standing quickly and sliding the ring into Thong's trembling finger, then immediately pulled him into a kiss. The crowd screamed louder than ever. Confetti burst everywhere around them, while the members cheered behind them dramatically. Jungkook pulled back slightly before smiling proudly and lifted Thong's hand gently. Then, into the mic, with the happiest smile imaginable, he said, Everyone, he looked at Thong lovingly. Meet my fiancé.